Tonight, cities in Florida are bracing for a tropical storm that will soon become a hurricane. Right now, Helene is in the Caribbean and has its sights set on Florida's Gulf Coast. Pete has the very latest here in a moment, but first, we can tell you that a state of emergency is in effect for mostly the entire state. Mandatory evacuations have already been ordered on barrier islands, low-lying and flood-prone areas. Help from here in Texas is on the way. Today, the state deployed an 80-person search and rescue team along with boats and canines.
And a little closer to home, take a look at this. At the top of the hour, Pete pointed out the severe storms around Oklahoma City. And now we're getting a look at the damage. Some of the hail measured the size of a baseball, more than big enough to smash several car windows.
Where's the damage?
I don't know. It was probably in there, and maybe I needed to talk more to get to that shot. But
tell you what, it's okay.
Can you take my word for it?
I know you just started doing this.
I believe you, Chris.
I believe you too.
Yeah.
Cynthia, welcome back from your bout with, what do you have?
48-hour cold. Yes.
And you were here at work on Friday, so we appreciate you sharing once again.
But
you know, I will say you're consistent.
Yeah.
You are consistent.
I will say I'm very offended that you didn't even remember working with me last Friday night.
Come to work now with the flu, COVID, tuberculosis.
Don't listen to these
trying
guys.
to think. What else?
And Pete forgot we worked together Friday night.
You're forgettable. You're forgettable.
Very apparently.
Okay, I need to talk about Helene. There's nothing going on out here right now, so we're all clear in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Let's head down to the tropics, though, down into the Caribbean, west of Cayman Islands. That's where we have Tropical Storm Helene. It has intensified winds of 60, so you get to 74 stronger, you're a hurricane. Watch this. There we are right now. Hurricane by tomorrow when it's just a very, very near Cancun. And then it becomes a Category 2 Thursday, 7 o'clock in the morning with winds of 105. Possibly when it makes landfall. It looks like right now this thing could become a major hurricane, a Category 3, winds of 120 Thursday evening when it makes landfall. 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night. This will make landfall right here in the Big Bend of Florida. And as it does so, it's going to create a lot of problems once again across the state of Florida. And then it moves up throughout parts of the southeast and the Mississippi Valley as we head into Saturday. Already hurricane warnings, tropical storm warnings in effect for almost the whole peninsula, a big part of the panhandle of Florida as well. 10 to 15 foot storm surge will take place in the Big Bend. And look at this. We're talking, maybe a foot of rain. A foot of rain across the Big Bend of Florida, and that will extend all the way up into parts of Georgia, the Carolinas, maybe even into parts of Tennessee and Alabama. So a lot of rain across parts of the southeast. Right now, we're all clear here across North Texas. There's a cold front at midnight. Those thunderstorms that are up in Oklahoma that did produce the large hail and also the damaging winds, they're going to be in a weakening trend as they cross the Red River. But there's nothing happening for the next several hours. As we move forward in time, to 3 o'clock in the morning, that's when we'll have some rain and a few embedded thunderstorms about 3 in the morning in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. We keep that around from 3 until about 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. By 6 to 7 o'clock in the morning, all the activity has shifted to the south. Now, the severe weather threat for us is considerably lower overnight than it has been up in Oklahoma. Oklahoma, it hasn't been a major risk of severe weather, but certainly some of that quarter to a golf ball size hail, even some larger hailstones in the Oklahoma City area, but that is not in our forecast overnight. That's not to say we couldn't have some small hail and some gusty winds, but that's all that I have in my forecast overnight because the thunderstorms will be in a weakening phase. That doesn't mean we won't have thunder, we won't have lightning, gusty winds, and small hail. I just don't have baseball-sized hail in the forecast at all overnight. And then as we head through tomorrow morning, we quickly taper off the rain, and the sun should be out late in the morning tomorrow. How much will we pick up overnight? Well, if you have a thunderstorm on top of you, you could see an inch or more of rain. Everyone else, 70% of the area sees rain. Those locations, a tenth, a quarter, maybe up to a half an inch. My forecast for tonight, 70% of us see rain overnight. I just walked through the timing. 67 is the low. During the day tomorrow, we'll have clouds and rain around early in the morning. Then the skies, I'd say Red River starts to clear out 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. The Dallas-Fort Worth area, 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, we'll start to see some sunshine. And then later than that, you'll see sunshine south of the Metroplex. But breezy and cooler. We hit 89 today. I'm going 82 tomorrow. The next 14 days, 83 on Thursday. First day of the fair is Friday. First day of the fair is Friday, maybe a pop-up thunderstorm in 82. And then we have Friday. It's the State Fair Classic, 85 degrees. That's the high temperature then. Then we're staying the middle to upper 80s as we head into the first day of October. And then the days that follow that, we have highs in the upper 80s those days as well.